Hello everyone.
You electrocuted?
China experienced its largest sandstorm since 2026, as violent winds reaching 50.4 meters per second whipped massive clouds of dust through the streets.
Colapsó, señores. Colapsó.
This man. Vehicles were swept away when a sudden landslide roared down the hillside in China, leaving residents shocked and scrambling to escape the danger. Along northern California's coast, king tides can surge onto the shore without warning, turning a relaxing ocean view into a dangerous struggle for survival. This incredible whale breach created an unforgettable memory for the tourists who were lucky enough to see it happen so close. This strange but beautiful sky phenomenon happens when sunlight bends through layers of clouds and atmospheric ice crystals, forming sweeping arcs of light. As temperatures soar, hot air rising from the flames can begin to rotate, creating a powerful vortex that scatters burning debris everywhere. It may be difficult to see through the darkness, but this fiery red glow is Mount Ruang erupting in Indonesia while a powerful lightning storm rages overhead. A massive landslide struck Val Bregaglia in Italy, sending millions of cubic meters of rock and debris rushing down the valley and burying everything in its path.
Oh my gosh.
Hurricane Fiona caused devastating damage in Canada as powerful waves slammed into coastal communities and swept several homes away. Scenes like this help explain why scientists call some glaciers doomsday glaciers, because huge sections of ice are breaking off and melting at an accelerating pace.
Look at that. Ouch.
This unusual glow behind the clouds is likely the result of sunlight refracting through high-altitude ice crystals, creating a fascinating atmospheric display.
Man, that thing's about to drop. That is right there. It is. It is.
What looks like strange glowing spots on the ground in Pakistan is actually natural gas escaping from underground and igniting, a fire that has been burning for decades.
Okay.
The bright pink sky seen in parts of Iowa during the winter storm was created by light scattering through snow-filled clouds, altering how different wavelengths reach our eyes. The towering wall of smoke and glowing flames creates a chilling scene that looks like something straight out of a disaster movie. When large groups of fish suddenly leap out of the water like this, it is usually a survival behavior as they try to escape predators chasing them from below. Walking near the coast during huge waves can turn dangerous in seconds, as pedestrians in Ireland quickly discovered. Floodwaters carved away the ground under the road, causing a major collapse that completely cut off the route.
That's a good one.
This incredibly impressive whirlpool at a dam in France forms as powerful currents draw large volumes of reservoir water into an underground spillway tunnel. This fascinating illusion near Vancouver Island in Canada makes the island appear to move, but it is actually caused by powerful currents flowing around the rock. Chaos erupted at Colombia's Cacahual mud volcano when hot mud burst from the ground and later ignited, terrifying nearby residents. A mysterious black ring appeared in the sky over Florida before Hurricane Milton made landfall, likely formed by rising air currents and turbulent storm conditions.
That all over the internet though.
Did you get a good video of it?
Oil suddenly erupted from a self-flowing well drilled at the Gabar oil field in Turkey, as underground pressure forced the crude oil to surge up from deep beneath the ground.
Passando aqui, não aguentei não, tive que filmar isso aqui, cara. O cara montou 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lojas em espacinho de 2 metros, cara. A minha curiosidade foi como que ele faz pra subir lá pra cima, mano. Quase que eu fiquei ali o dia inteiro esperando ele chegar só pra perguntar.
Watch this powerful hailstorm in Alabama as countless ice pellets slam into the ground, quickly covering the area in a thick layer of ice. This is a potu, a fascinating nocturnal bird whose large reflective eyes glow brightly, giving it a mysterious appearance in the dark. This strange sight is actually a steam devil, a column of rising steam formed when extremely cold air meets warmer water, creating a spinning vortex above the surface.
我去。哇，那个房子都掉进去了。 Heavy rain proved too much for the Teufbach stream in Switzerland, forcing it out of its banks and setting off landslides that carried trees downhill.
Cuatro aguaceros de agua.
En la vida uno había visto eso.
2, 3 y 4 tormentas.
How you can zoom in.
That's trippy as fuck.
Get one of this one with the light on it.
This fascinating cluster is frog spawn, where eggs are enclosed in a transparent jelly layer that protects them from drying out.
See that?
Something that stands out.
Oh, hold on, you moved it.
Sorry.
Wow.
dashcam footage captured the terrifying moment a 9.1 magnitude earthquake struck Japan, causing vehicles in Tokyo to shake violently and lose control. For the first time in Chuvashia, Russia, intense snowmelt from surrounding farmland surged toward residential areas and nearly drowned an entire village. A powerful tsunami struck a Honua village in Russia, sending massive waves surging inland and sweeping vehicles and debris through the streets. This incredible phenomenon in the Great Smoky Mountains happens when powerful winds sway trees that share interconnected root systems beneath the forest floor. Powerful waves surge into the natural pool in Kiama, Australia, creating chaotic moments for swimmers. Yet this thrilling experience is exactly what draws tourists here. This natural light beam is called a sun pillar, and it forms when flat ice crystals in the atmosphere reflect sunlight back toward the observer. This phenomenon is called a sun halo, an atmospheric optical effect that occurs when sunlight is refracted and reflected by ice crystals high in the sky. Powerful winds transformed sea foam into swirling waves that surrounded homes in the United States, a natural event triggered by the mass die-off of plankton. What was once a dry riverbed quickly filled with rushing brown water as flash flooding swept through and eroded the surrounding terrain. Fast-moving floodwaters rush across land covered in hail in Saudi Arabia, creating a rare and dramatic desert weather scene. These giant floating ice chunks appear along Lake Michigan's shoreline when strong winter winds and freezing waves reshape the lake's ice. This enormous bird nest is at least 25 years old, and over time it has grown so large that it almost looks like a tree standing in the desert.
Acá nunca llegó la luz. Hicieron todo el tendido, ahora se robaron los cables hace bastante, pero...
This breathtaking double rainbow lit up the sunset sky over New York City, creating a magical moment for everyone in the streets. Thick layers of ice broke apart and surged over Stockport Dam in the United Kingdom, creating powerful currents that carried floating ice downstream. Massive ice cliffs break away from Great Glacier in Torres del Paine, Chile, crashing into the lake and spraying water everywhere as spectators look on in disbelief.
Okay. Yes, it's not. Scheiße. Okay, it's got a he's medic this one.
In India, fishermen were shocked when they pulled up a gigantic oarfish from the sea, and it took 6 men just to lift its massive body. These are stick insects, also known as walking sticks, famous for their incredible camouflage that makes them look exactly like dry tree branches. Deep beneath the ocean, divers encountered a strange crab with a helmet-shaped shell that makes it look almost like a tiny armored creature. Anyone walking through the forest who suddenly looked up and saw this would probably be frightened enough to run immediately. A powerful earthquake struck Anchorage, Alaska, and home footage reveals how violently the interior of the house shook during the tremor. Major landslide occurred in a Tajikistan valley near the Kyrgyzstan border, leaving sections of the road to the neighboring country blocked. Although the river's neon green color appears unusual, it is actually the result of fluorescent dye, a substance frequently used in Canada to detect water system leaks. The Himalayas erupt with a colossal avalanche that tears through trees and blankets the valley in snow, leaving onlookers stunned and recording every second. These massive rolling clouds drifting over Canterbury Airport in New Zealand look almost like a giant wave moving across the sky. Isn't it stunning? The beauty of gemstones has a way of amazing anyone who sees them. Thanks for watching till the end. Hit subscribe so you're always the first to catch new videos. See you in the next one.